Hello there. How you doing? My name is Douglas Ford, and I wanted to come real quick, not take up a lot of your time, but I want to just really do a quick demonstration of this funding project. I saw that you engaged with one of our posts inside of a group, and I wanted to come personally and just do a quick demonstration. Promise not to be long, but literally show you how this funding project is. The way it works is that it just doesn't have one or a few receiving the funding that they desire or whatever goal that they're looking to achieve, but it's having everyone being able to achieve it through us leveraging Web 3.0 technology, to where how we're operating is that we're coming together as a global community and everyone doing their own one-time diversified execution. And as we're coming together and the community continues to grow, much like a crowd fund, if you would, it's collectively raising everyone's ongoing cash flow results. And it's cash flow where we're just not receiving the funding that we want one time, but we're receiving it over and over again, and it's scaling as the community is growing. So I didn't want you just to hear it, I wanted you to see it. And so I'm doing a demonstration for a couple of other fundraisers and churches and nonprofits as well. And so, like I said, I just want to come and just do this real quick. So I'm going to share my screen because I'm actually inside the system, because I pride myself in being 1000% transparent, okay? So let me close this down. So the company that we're leveraging is a company by the name of Co-op Crowd. And this is an actual free demonstration account. And you see, I have Butlers Best Funding right now, but this could be your company, this could be your church, this could be your nonprofit, or if you're doing your own personal campaign or cause that you have, even if you're a foundation of any kind, as I mentioned, okay? And also if you're a business that's looking for more funding. And so again, we're coming together as a global community, and instead of one or a few receiving their funding results, we all are. Because as I'm gonna show on the board, right now it's sort of like every man for himself, okay? And that actually has led to, in any fundraising space or any crowdfund space or any home-based business space, it's sort of like every man for himself. But as we're coming together, we are engineering just through a mere one-time execution that everybody only does one time. It's going to collectively bring everyone to whatever their funding goal may be, and then some. So I want you to see how literal this works and how this thing executes. So right now, like you see at the top, it says Butler's Best Funding, okay? And all one does is come down here and you're going to open up 3 digital banks with this system, okay? And that's what we're doing. We're opening up digital banks and digital branches on the blockchain through this particular company, okay? And as you're gonna see, the automation is gonna take place instantly every time, and it's gonna work without fail, because once again, it's on the blockchain. And when something is instituted and coded and programmed on the blockchain, it cannot be hacked, it cannot be changed, it cannot be manipulated, and it cannot be tampered with. It's gonna perform every single time without fail. So I'm just gonna come here and let's say in this demonstration, this is you opening up 3 digital banks, okay? Either for 3 friends, 3 others, or it could be another nonprofit or a combination of any of that, a foundation, a charity, a church, and what have you, okay? So we're just gonna do, let's do a Tiny Tim's. Let's do nonprofit, NP. I'm gonna put an email address in here, just do Tiny Tim's NP, and we're gonna do @coopdemo.net. Copy this email address here real quick. Okay. Now, watch when I hit invite. Now, you saw previously your results across the board were all at zeros, correct? Now, say no to that. Okay. Close this down here. As soon as I scroll back up here, okay, instantly you're gonna have money in your account. Now, even though it's a demonstration account, it performs and works just like a live active account, okay? And what everyone does is that you're going to assign a $25 activation token, okay? And that's going to open up and establish digital banks. And you're going to do this for 3 entities that are just going to do the exact same one time only. So that's the automation. So what I love about the automation, if the automation is ever compromised, you can pretty much throw this whole entire monetary system in the trash, okay? But that's what makes it so ingenious, is that not only every time and all the time accounts open, even the ones that you open, you're going to instantly receive instant withdrawable money, is what I call it. It's sort of like a rebate, so to speak. But where the magic happens is that, remember, your 3 are going to do the exact same thing, and they're only going to be required to do it one single time, ever. And so with everyone bringing in 3, and all 3 opening up a digital bank, and they only having to open up 3 digital banks for 3 friends or 3 others that are going to do the exact same thing, only one time ever, it causes a snowball effect. Because there again, what's happening is, what you're going to see is that your money is going to continue to grow, okay, without you having any hands-on or you doing any more active work. Because once you set up the 3 accounts, the duplication from you just continues to move forward, with everybody only opening up 3 digital banks, assigning it to 3 others that are just going to do the exact same one single time. So it's ingenious how it works, because now it is unavoidable for anybody to receive, because why? The automation is going to continue to move forward. So remember, everyone's to open up 3. So I just did 1. And as you can see, already you have 8750 in the 250 version, and you have 875 in the 25 version, okay? But remember, everyone's doing 3. So I'm gonna come down here. I'm just gonna put in just random names. Let's do a Greg Young, because we have people doing their own personal account with us. And we're going to do Greg Young, just creating an email here. coopdemo.net, put in a random phone number. Again, this is just for demonstration purposes, so I'm not putting any accurate information. I just want you to see how the system performs every single time. So one last one here. Let's do a church. Let's do St. Rose Church. St. Rose Church at coopdemo.net. And as soon as you're hitting invite here, this is just as if you just opened up a digital bank through this company, okay? Much like Coinbase, much like crypto.com, much like FTX, where through opening up digital banks and branches, digital wallets, okay, that when a deposit is done and every time a transaction is done, although those are centralized locations where all the revenue and cash flow goes to the company, with this platform, as the digital banks and branches and wallets are opening up and the deposits are being made, okay, it's circulating ongoing cash flow for all of us being in this ecosystem, okay? So if you come right up here, you're gonna see every time, without fail, instantly, when you open up the 3 banks, okay, bam. So this is literally $262, okay, that's in your account that you're able to withdraw, because you have 24 access to your money to withdraw it. There are no holds on your money. Now, remember what I said. This is all that's required for you to do. I need you to really, really understand what I just said. You're not going to be required to do anything else. You've already opened up your 3 accounts and you've activated them, as I mentioned. And so now the 3 that you open up a digital bank for, they're just going to do the exact same thing. But watch this. I want you to see it, though. So remember, when I did 1 account, it was at 8750 and 875, right? So I'm not going to do 3 accounts on this next one, because I want to go to the board and I want to keep this video short. So remember that Tiny Tim's, okay? I'm going to log into Tiny Tim's. Now, they're going to start off just as you did, all zeros across the board. Okay? And so you see, your current enroller is Butler's Best Funding. And do you wish to change enroller? We're going to say no. I'm going to save that there. Click on that, close that down. And I'm gonna come down here, I'm just gonna do one account, I'm not gonna do three. So we're gonna do, let's do a nonprofit. Let's do We Believe, nonprofit. We Believe, NP at coopdemo.net. Again, I'm just creating random information for demonstration purposes, okay? Now, but I want you to see the exact same thing now is happening for Tiny Tim's. Just like you saw for you, when I did one account, $875. This is gonna instantly occur. But that's the first part of the automation. Now I want you to see the second part of the automation. Remember what I said, if what I'm about to show you does not happen every single time, then the 1000% trust factor is compromised and you can throw this operation in the trash. But that's the power of it, is that every time, remember, when you did your 3 accounts, you're required to do nothing else. When your 3 do the exact same thing, they're only going to be required to do it one time. They're not going to do anything else, because the automation is the 3 that you open up a digital bank for, they're just going to do the exact same thing one time ever. So let me go back to the login screen. I'm going to log back into you. Now remember where we were when we left your account. You only opened up 3. When you opened up 1, it was $87.50. Then you opened up 2 more, okay? It was $262 plus $26.25. So we're going to Butlers. Let's see, we call it something else. BB, there we go. That's what I called it, BBF. Okay. So I'm logging in. Remember, you were at $262.50 and you were at $26.25. And do you see the automation, okay, is going to perform every single time without fail? We went in your account anymore. We went into one of the accounts that you opened, be it all demonstration, okay? But this is exactly how a real live active account is going to perform as well. Okay, the demonstration account is just an exact replica of a live account, okay? I wanted you to see it and not just hear it. So let me go to the board, okay? Actually, before I do that, I can show you the what I call the Cashflow GPS, okay? So I want you to see all these results here to the right, okay, are all the results that come to all of us, everyone by default, as this automation of we opening up 3 digital banks, we're signing it to 3 others. It could be 3 friends, 3 family members, 3 other nonprofits, 3 other churches, 3 other foundations, 3 other people doing a cause or charity. It doesn't matter, okay? And when we do just the 3, okay, and they do the exact same thing, bam, instantly we're going to receive. And again, we're not required to do anything else thereafter. Your 3 friends, they're going to do the exact same thing. What is that exact same thing? They're going to open up 3 digital banks for 3 others that they know, or 3 other entities, no matter what it is. They're only going to be required to do it one time ever. And so watch this. So they're going to receive 260, and it's going to by default be moving you to 380. And of course, you're receiving anything in between, or everything in between, because there will be amounts in between there. We're just showing you the whole numbers because we have them divided by weeks, what we call crowd stages, okay? And so the one thing I want you to know is that everyone's only doing this right here. And so as this duplicates forward, okay, with everyone opening up 3, now you see how the automation is not only going to be having you receiving money each and every time, because that's baked, that's a given, but it's going to scale. Why? Because it's always multiplying by 3. So all these amounts are coming to everyone as every time a new account opens in the community, and people are just doing this, what? Opening up 3 accounts. Now let's go to my board. Okay. So, again, right here I draw a circle. This is you, right? Okay. That's you there. And again, this could be, anyone. So what we're going to do, we're going to open up 3 accounts. Okay. We're going to open up 3 accounts. Instantly, when you do that, now I'm sharing this from the 10X version. What's going to happen? You're going to have $260. Oops. You have $260, okay? Instantly withdrawable. Okay? 24-hour access to your money. And obviously it's going to continue to come. More is going to continue to come. Why? Because the automation. When these 3 are going to do the exact same thing. Now, when I draw a line right here, that means you're done. You're not required to do anything else. Your 3 friends, they're going to do the exact same thing. Do what? They're going to open up 3 accounts each. They're only going to do that 1 time. Now, if when you did it, open up 3 accounts and you got 260, and the automation says what? Well, they did the exact same thing. So what are they going to be receiving? Each of them, 260 as well. But that's not the end of the automation. The other part of the automation is that as accounts opened up from you onward, anytime, every time, all the time, more money is going to be continually to come to you every single time. It moves you up to 380. I'm going to show this one more time. What are these people going to do? Open up what? 3 accounts. How many times does anyone do it? 1 time only. So they're not required to do anything else. Same thing is taking place. If you receive 260, they receive 260, what are they going to receive when they open up their 3 accounts? 260. What's going to happen to these people? They're going to, same thing. It's the same numbers, the same money. It moves you up by default. Because remember, you did nothing else. These people did nothing else. This duplication just continues to move forward. This snowball effect continues to produce. It moved you up now to 870. I've never seen anything more straightforward. I've never seen anything so ingenious now, because it's not like all other methods of funding. It's not like all other methods of crowdfunding. It's not like all other methods of fundraising. Okay? So I'm going to erase this. Because the way it is now, okay, and you can vouch for this, see if I'm telling the truth or if I'm just, thinking outside my head, and any other means of people receiving money or funding or loans or whatever. I think this is about to run out of ink. Let me use black. Okay, does this work here? Okay, good, it does. So let's say if this is a nonprofit. Let's say if this is another nonprofit. Let's say if this is a church. Let's say if this somebody's doing a GoFundMe. And this one here, somebody's doing a charity, right? Doesn't matter. Now, the thing about it is, let's say if this nonprofit here received 10,000, 10K, okay? This is the traditional way. If this nonprofit received 10K, is there anybody else benefiting off of this in the traditional means? The answer to that is no. If this church received 7K, doing some type of rally or fundraiser or some type of event, or if they held like a golf tournament and they invited their friends and they all contributed to raising funds for whatever they were looking for funds for, right? And let's say a total of 7K. The church received the 7K, but does any other entity receive? Does this GoFundMe benefit from this? No. Does the charity benefit from this? No. Does this nonprofit or this nonprofit benefit from this 7K? No. But with our system, our monetary system, and the way that this thing has been put together, it's called a cooperative, okay, type crowd fund, to where this 10K, not only will the church receive, from this nonprofit receive from it, but it will contribute to this nonprofit. It will also contribute to this charity. It will also contribute to this GoFundMe. It will also contribute to this church. This 7K that this church received, this GoFundMe will receive from it. This charity will receive from it. This nonprofit will receive from it. And this nonprofit will receive from it. Because as you saw, when I was doing the other system, everyone had received 260. And then as it continues to grow, you went to 380. And then they eventually went to 380. Everybody will receive 380, okay? So that's what I wanted you to see. This thing is just absolutely incredible. I've never seen anything like this. And what I love about it is that, like, I'm from the home-based business arena, okay? And so when we're talking about, inviting people, the one thing is, does everybody have the same thing to gain? And in most cases, and many other cases, if people don't have a huge network, if people don't have a network of people with money, if people don't have the ability to afford a lot of marketing and things of that nature, if people are not go-getters, or because in most cases, you have to be turned into a marketing guru where you're on YouTube and you're attending many different master classes, you're buying many different courses and how to get more eyeballs on whatever it is that you are, trying to put out there to receive either attention or, get money for, okay? Here, no. Everyone is just doing this. You're opening up 3 digital banks, and you're only required to do it 1 time ever. And so this is what we're looking at here. I call it the 317 formula, where we're talking about opening up 3 accounts. Everybody's only doing it 1 time and taking 7 days to do it. Watch this. So let's say in your first 7 days, you're opening up 3 accounts. Now, you just saw how fast I opened up and went into 2 accounts and had both of them making money. It literally took me every bit of 90 seconds to open up the 3 accounts, and that's because of me typing slow. But if we gave everybody a whole 7 days, so in your first week, your 7 days, this is you here, what are you receiving? 260, right? Okay, remember, you're done. So now, even though it's gonna be their first week, but it's gonna be your next 14 days, correct? So we're going down here. How many accounts they're gonna open up? 3. How many times they're gonna be required to do it? Once. That's gonna be 14 days, okay? Even though it's their first 7 days, it's your first 14. They're gonna receive what? 260. Erase this number. What are you gonna go up to by default? The 380. Okay. So it continues. These people here, even though it's gonna be their first 7 days, it's gonna be your first 21 days. 3 accounts. What happens here? 260. What happens here? 380. You 870. Okay. Are you seeing the pattern here? Sure you are. Okay. Here we go again. How many accounts are these people going to open up? Just 3. How many times are they going to be required to do it? Just 1 time. Okay. This is 28 days now. They're 260. It's never going to change, sir. Everyone's getting these numbers by default. See, they're getting 380 now. Okay. What about these guys? What are they moving up to? 870 now. Okay. What are you moving up to? Here we go. $2,490 that you're going to be receiving every 28 days. Trying to get the glare and the light. Okay. But this is one thing I also want to give attention to. As these accounts are opening, and as this automation is continuing to move forward, with everyone only doing one time ever, opening up 3 digital banks for 3 others that are going to do the exact same thing. So that's all you want. You don't have to sell nothing to anyone. You don't have to really even talk to anyone. You just say, hey, 3 friends, just do what I did. You don't have to know anything about blockchain. You don't have to know anything about cryptocurrency or nothing like that. The automation is going to secure the process. But my question is, as accounts were opening up, did you see anybody's money not go up? No, you didn't. And so if you think about, people that have been able to raise millions of dollars or tens of or hundreds of thousands or thousands of dollars, now instead of it just going to one or a few, we are coming together as a collective community. Everybody just doing 3 accounts, one time ever, and all these numbers by default are coming to all of us instead of just one or a few of us. So if you'd like to talk more about that, maybe have me do a Zoom for you and some other personal friends, or if you have any questions whatsoever, we can definitely chat. Definitely don't mind getting on the phone. We can talk over the phone too, or we can even do a Zoom and we can meet face to face. Hey, my name is Douglas Ford. Appreciate you guys taking the time out to take a look at this information. I look forward to talking with you real soon. And like I always like to say, I just won't see you at the top, but I look forward to speaking and meeting you over the top. Take care. God bless.